Heart talk.
Jack Canfield was the first person to reveal heart talks. I'm not sure where it came from before Jack, back in the early 80s. And it's such a sweet and beautiful process that we still use it. And it's a very, very simple and honoring way of basically doing what might be called counsel speak. And there's really only two rules. One is that if I'm holding the talking object, the understanding is I can speak and David can't. And he's in aware listening and really monitoring his listening so that he's aware of reactions and filters and can keep dropping back into just listening. What can happen in the simplicity of introducing heart talk is really the ability to be able to speak knowing you're not going to be interrupted, and you can go all the way through a communication as far as you need to go before it's time to offer up the talking piece.
Oh, thank you. What I like about heart talk is that since you don't know when you're going to get this piece, and interruption doesn't count, that I am not so attached to rehearsing what I'm about to say. So I just listen. And then when it comes my way, I don't know what I'm going to say until that moment, so that it becomes very, very genuine. Talking about loving you, for example. Just feeling love for you this moment.
If we have an issue or something that comes up, we've trained ourselves to honor this as a tool rather than going into the separation. I don't particularly like how separation feels, so if there is something that needs to really be worked through, we just find this makes it a little bit more graceful and honorable, and also authentic. If I need to go through some kind of emotional process, I can really go there. I don't have any problem feeling like I can express myself, and I'm not feeling the concern that it's going to elicit an escalating reaction. So you learn to trust your tools if they become safe, and they become safe through practice.
I would make one recommendation, that you speak with I statements. Rather than holding this little piece, I say, you made me feel thus and so. You are a mess. You are doing the wrong thing. No, you just say, I feel a certain way. I feel terrible. I feel not so happy. Make it all I statements, because that relieves the situation. Because what is the fact of the matter? It's my feelings. It's not what she did necessarily. Maybe that was part of it, maybe not. But I have to own that I'm the one who's feeling all this stuff. I don't have to feel that way. Another technique for talking to each other when there's an issue that's particularly difficult, and there are trust issues about can I say these things to my partner? I mean, this is my beloved. I'm going to talk to her before anybody, and I need to say something that's particularly risky or difficult. We have a little process that goes like this. I'm really concerned that this isn't working out.
I love you.
I have this feeling that if I mess up, then I'll be to blame.
I love you.
I really don't know if I can hang in there.
I love you.
Very simple, very effective. Her job is to actually feel exactly what she's saying, and really let all the words that I say, even if they're blaming words, just kind of go by, wash over her.
So what's happening in this is it's an understanding of the concentration of story or drama is usually kind of tightly held within the embrace of a few other expanded kinds of energies.
Our model for this puts into the contracted center the story, reactivity, the drama.
In the next string out, we gain more understanding for our stories when we can involve psychological awareness.
And much greater comprehension for our stories and dramas unfolds when we can identify with the mythic or symbolic dimension.
And outside this whole creation, we see we are continually in relationship with absolute oneness.
I can honor a storyline. Stories are what make up the dramas of our lives. But if I can move back and just hold the bigger picture in that moment, I'm the voice. I'm like that, in whose name are we together? I'm the name of love. I'm hearing the story, but I'm holding the container of the love. So it could also look a little bit like this. Let's change roles. It made me so mad to just feel like it all became about the money, that there was no caring. You weren't feeling what I was feeling.
I love you.
You just got so concerned about, it's all about there isn't enough, or, things are just financially are really risky, and I just felt like you weren't listening to me.
I love you.
So you can go through a lot of different processes, expressing the anger, the grief, the sadness, but to do it in a field of love is a very different thing.
To do it in a field of love.
Eventually I come back to, I love you.
I love you.
And it's in that name that we continue to create.
That's the name for that particular exchange. I love you.